Our guest joining us today, Jai Narayan Vyas, spokesperson of the BJP, and Sanjay Jha from the Congress. Mr. Jha, first question to you now. Yesterday, the Prime Minister, in fact, launching a full frontal scathing attack, one of its kind, against the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate. But a more bigger question, in fact, emerging from that. Is this politics or genuine concern? Politics more so considering that, the political landscape has really changed after the epic drubbing that the party received in Delhi and now the run-up to 2014.
Sanjana, firstly, the Prime Minister's press conference was highlighting some of the extraordinary achievements of the UPA government. These are statistics, they are not rhetoric, they are not made from public platforms as a form of propaganda. These were all established figures, and I'll just give you two to explain why the UPA government has been very successful, and then I'll answer your question on Mr. Modi. Number one, the Prime Minister reiterated the point that although the world has seen one of the worst recessions since 1931, during the time that UPA 1 and 2 has been there since 2004, despite that, we have been the second fastest growing economy in the world. We have done much better at around 7.8% GDP on an average. We have lifted 140 million people out of poverty. And the fact that GDP has grown means the corporate sector, the business, the entrepreneurships, everything have worked. Although I do agree that in the last 1.5 years, things have slowed down a bit. They need to be reactivated. That was the economic point that he made, along with multiple other factors that contributed to India's growth. But remember one point, Mr. Modi was not on the Prime Minister's agenda. In fact, he was not in the Prime Minister's opening statement. That, I think, was what the media asked him. The media asked him a lot of questions on Mr. Modi and, his politics. And I think the Prime Minister of India has been there for 10 years. Let's respect his view. He was asked that, will the Gujarat Chief Minister, now the Prime Minister designate of the BJP, make a good Prime Minister? In the opinion of the Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, Mr. Modi will prove to be disastrous. And I'm repeating the word disastrous. And why did he say that? I think he said that because the whole focus, Sanjana, and that's something that as a country we cannot ignore, secularism is in our constitution.
Right.
You have there a prime ministerial designate whose chief campaign manager is a person who not too long ago was in jail, alleged to have actually taken part in a fake encounter case. If
right.
Amit Shah is your brand ambassador for Uttar Pradesh, I think you're sending a very dangerous signal to not just Uttar Pradesh.
Sanjay Jha, let's just bring in Jai Narayan Vyas into this right now.
We need to respect that.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
I understand it was a full frontal attack, but Mr. Vyas, the BJP wasn't expecting this because obviously, as Mr. Jha mentioned, Narendra Modi was not on the agenda of the Prime Minister. He was talking about a host of issues, a lot of other issues came up, and the Modi issue came up once, of course, the media posed the question. But besides your very visible angry reactions, the BJP was not expecting this.
See, let us understand. What was the occasion? This was the parting press conference of a Prime Minister in office. The person addressing the press was the Prime Minister of India, a constitutionally elected head of the Union government. Now it is unbecoming of a head of the Union government. This was not a political meeting to make these kind of observations at an official meeting on constitutionally elected head of the state. So it's an unbecoming of a Prime Minister. Whatever are his frustrations.
But sir, you may say it's unbecoming, but Narendra Modi in each of his speeches and each of his rallies has gone all guns blazing against the Congress government, against the Prime Minister, against Sonia Gandhi. So how can you say that a Prime Minister's comment merely saying it's disastrous is unbecoming?
Listen, Sanjana, please don't interrupt me. I have said this was not a political meeting. If Mr. Manmohan Singh, if at all somebody turns up to listen to him, if he would have made such observations at a political rally, I would pardon him. Because there, he is a political leader. Here is a press conference funded by Government of India. It's an official forum, being addressed by a Prime Minister of India. Dr. Manmohan Singh is in his capacity as a Prime Minister. You have to understand the difference. If you are addressing a rally on the street, you are a political leader and you have every right to make political observations. So I don't buy this comparison. It is not proper. Having said this, let me also say that, supposing for a while, hypothetically, we assume that he would not have made these observations. What would have made the headlines? The headlines would have been the Prime Minister confesses that he was not able to control inflation, unemployment and corruption. It was a damn squib. Last 1.5 years has been a horrible time for our economy, and even in his own observations he has made some internal contradictions. Once he says this is all because of external factors, then he says no, inflation is highest because of the food prices have gone up. So I think this was a press conference of a confused Prime Minister, and this was a statement deliberately made to divert the attention of the press, divert the attention of the media,
Okay.
make the talk of the
Sir,
town,
let me
not
just
his
use what you're
failures,
saying
but
as a
this
jumping off
political
point. Let me just
observation.
use